everybody, and welcome back to NACDS TV. I'm Sarah Solomon. Healthy living is something that we all strive for, but how do we implement that into our busy lives, and what are stores doing or not doing to help consumers to make better choices? Here to talk a little bit more about that is Wendy Liebman. You have a new study out. It's called The Wellness Uprising.
I think one of the things that is really striking people is that even if you don't live in the pure health space, that you can be part of what we call this wellness uprising, because it's a holistic approach. It's not just about, I've got a headache or I've got allergies or whatever. It's about my teeth. It's about, am I feeling happy? It's about, am I looking good? And so I think one of the things that we've heard from manufacturers and retailers alike is that this sort of wellness uprising really takes all forms and goes across all sides of the store. So it can cover a lot of categories, and it can be a very strong, positive message. So I think that's one thing. I think the other is that a lot of the companies really weren't thinking about stress, emotional stress, as one of the really key issues that people have to deal with today. They understand the economy, they understand all of those things, but they're not translating it to how they help their shoppers have a more stress-free experience. So that's the other piece. And the other, I think, thirdly, is that, millennials, we keep talking about them, but the millennials are really taking a very holistic approach to health. So for millennials, they are looking at alternatives. They're not just in the drugstore. And as we struggle to get traffic in the stores, these younger shoppers are going to other places. So we have to be very careful we create the right environment to keep them with us.
Which is such a great point, because, I've noticed that now it's so much the consumer that's running the market, mostly millennials, as you mentioned. So, these stores really do have to play into what they want, and no longer, make their own choices as to what will work best for the consumer, right? So it's kind of like a shift in mentality for retailers and manufacturers as well.
It is, and I think that one of the things we see mainly in millennials, but actually in other generations too, is one of the things about stress and one of the things about life at the moment is how can I get some more control of it? So shoppers are very concerned about that, and they're doing it in everything from pricing to finding information to using, digital, all of those sources to get control, which means it, makes the manufacturers and retailers, they're in not quite the catbird seat they used to be in. So they have to be very sensitive to how they embrace those changes. Otherwise, we'll be selling one thing here and the shopper will be somewhere else altogether.
That's right. The internet is taking over, right?
It certainly is.
All right, Wendy, so where can folks learn more about the Wellness Uprising study?
They can come to us at wslstrategicretail.com. and we are happy to have a chat to them.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing the study here with us at NACDS Total Store Expo in Boston, and I appreciate your time this afternoon. And for NACDS TV, I'm Sarah Solomon.